Well, it's raining out. Might as well talk about the new DJI Mini 2 after this. Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, a big warm Canadian welcome. This is North Coast Drone. Today we are going to be doing a 1-week review of the new DJI Mini 2. And I have to say, what DJI has managed to do with a drone this size is amazing. This will be a two-part review. The first off, the new upgraded controller, and second off, the drone. If you are interested in purchasing a Mini 2 and like to help out my channel, I'll put a link to my DJI affiliate program in the description of this video. Clicking that link will take you straight to the DJI store. If you're a Canadian, the prices are in American dollars. However, the shipping is free and there is no taxes. First off, this new controller is amazing. I like the direction that DJI is going with this. This is a much nicer controller to hold than the previous model. This is for my Mavic 2 Zoom. I'll bring that back in a bit. For starters, it's a lot easier to hold in the hand. You don't have to unfold the arms for holding the phone, and plus they've moved the phone to the top with this spring-loaded phone holder, which is very nice. My likes of the controller is it is way easier to hold. They've improved the build quality. The connections going from the thumbsticks are now metal compared to the plastic in the Mini 1. I like how they've given you more physical buttons on the controller as opposed to switches on the DJI Fly app. My favorite so far is the addition of this switch for your flight modes. Between Cine Smooth, Normal, and Sport mode, that's a very welcome addition. They first introduced that in the Mavic 2 controller, having tripod mode, position mode, and sport mode. It was nice to have when I was flying that I'd be able to switch the modes quickly. On the new controller, they've switched from position mode to normal mode, but it's basically the same thing. Another big upgrade in the controller is the battery they put inside. I can't say for certain, but it feels like it's at least double the capacity of the previous generation. I took this out for a long day of flying along the highway on the weekend, and when I came back, I still had all 4 lights on the controller. It was still fully charged, with using this to charge my phone. I like that they've gone to USB-C. There's a port here. This one is purely for charging. A welcome change here is that the cable comes out of the top. I don't have my Mini 1 controller anymore, but the same principle is here, where you had only one plug on the side for plugging in your OTG cable for plugging into the iPad. So when I had it hooked up like this, it sometimes got in the way. This Mavic 2 controller has a USB-A port in the bottom, which I always use for plugging in my iPad. I'm glad they made it a little more ergonomic. Now, something that they did change with this controller that I'm having a bit of a struggle getting used to, but we're getting there, is they've changed the trigger buttons for your camera. On the previous folding controller model, you had 2 triggers. One was for video, and one was for photo. So my left hand is always used to hitting here for taking a video. They've swapped this out with the new controller with only having 1 trigger, which is a dual trigger. You now have to hit this button here to switch between taking a photo and taking a video. Like I said, I'm still getting used to it. My finger keeps wanting to come over here to take a video, but I'm getting used to it. Another small issue I had, something that I was excited about the new controller, was I wouldn't have to take my iPhone 8 Plus out of its case to put inside the controller holder. Sadly, however, that's not the case, and it doesn't quite fit in there. But that's fine. I mostly fly with my iPad anyway. That's about all I have for the controller. Alright, now let's talk about the drone. So the big funny story here is I had just bought the Mavic Mini about a month ago, and I enjoyed it. It was a great drone. I was wishing they would have added a few features, and I was almost starting to feel that maybe DJI had something in the pipes that they were going to be releasing soon. Alright, now let's talk about the drone. I have a theory about what DJI did to make this drone happen, and I think they had to defy the laws of physics to do it. This is what I think they did. Let's go They took the regular Mavic 2 and shot a shrink ray at it and came up with the Mini 2. It's incredible what they've managed to squeeze inside this little drone. Not only did they manage to squeeze OcuSync, a 4K camera, motors that can handle higher wind, 1 more minute of battery life in a smaller battery, and package this into a drone that is 6 grams lighter than the original Mavic Mini 1. Don't believe me? Let's put it on my scale here. $238 grams. Now, I still use my Mavic 2 Zoom. I take them both with me on my road trips now. Something they've done in the DJI Mini line that I'm really liking for when I'm going on my road trips is just how you charge the batteries. This is nothing new, you guys all seen this. I'm just giving you my 2 cents about what I like about this charging hub. When my wife and I go out on our drone trips, I've got a lot of hardware packed into my truck. I have all the cables, I have the charger, and the car charger for the Mavic 2, and the big batteries. But what I like about this charging hub is I can have this in my truck plugged in to the USB-C charging, and it's a much smaller package compared to having 4 of these big batteries charging one at a time. So having this neat little package makes things easier. Overall, I'm extremely impressed with how capable this new Mini 2 is. If you want to see some of the videos I've done with this drone, I'll put a link up right here to a playlist for my Mini 2 videos. Once again, please like, subscribe. It still impresses me what they've managed to do in a drone that now is smaller than the controller. Anyhow, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Fly safe and have a good day.